the topic is the Girl Upload and Digital Cookie. I'm going to start out more with use volunteers for your troops, about digital cookies and how you should be able to be registered and everything like that. And then we'll talk about the Girl Upload a little bit towards the end. So first of all, again, thank you for joining us tonight. If you have turned in an intent form or have indicated to your product program manager that you want to have access to Smart Cookies, your information has been uploaded into Smart Cookies, which then automatically goes over to Digital Cookie. So this year, girls are going to be using Digital Cookie for their cookie business. As a reminder, can we please make sure that you mute your microphone, please? So everybody's going to be have some access to Digital Cookie, either as a volunteer, a parent, or a Girl Scout. And so you as volunteers should have received an email from email@girlscouts.org to do your registration into Digital Cookie. Now I know that there are some that we're working with to try to make sure that we get uploaded into Digital Cookie. For some reason it didn't sync up. So if you have not received an email from Digital Cookie, and you should have, please let your product program manager know so that we can follow up on it. Now, once you get that email, you are going to click on the link. As I said, it comes from email@girlscouts.org. There's a letter that says it's time to register for Digital Cookie. And so you click on the registration link. And when you click on the link, you can create a password and log in with that password. Just remember to use the email address that you received this email at. So, because that is the email that is listed in Digital Cookie. Once you create your password, then you can go ahead and log in, and you can use the same password that you use for Smart Cookies as well, so that is consistent. And then once you get logged in, you're going to register. You're going to read and accept the terms and conditions as a volunteer. If you're also a parent, you'll need to read and accept the terms and conditions for the parent once the parent access is opened by the council, and that'll be coming once we get our Girl Uploads done and get closer to that January 26th date. So, and then once you get logged in, you should see that there is a role selector. If you have more than one role, if you have more than one troop, if you're a service unit manager, if you're a troop co-leader, you might have more than one role, and so that you can just use the drop down menu to choose. Eventually, when your Girl Scout gets loaded in there, if you have a Girl Scout, you'll see that her name will be in there, and that you can choose that as a parent as well. So, and as it says on the screen, once the parent access has begun, you'll have additional roles, and you can just switch between roles from within Digital Cookie. You don't have to log out and log back in. So that's just a little bit about the registration part. So I'm going to stop sharing that one. And I'm going to go to another PowerPoint here. And let's see. I believe this is the correct one. Oh. Sorry about that. Had too many PowerPoints I was working with today. All right, there we go. So here's a little bit of an introduction to Digital Cookie if you haven't had a chance to go in there and look around yet. We're going to talk a little bit about the dashboard, some of the things you'll do as a troop volunteer, and there's a Cheers tab, a virtual booth tab, and other things in there. So the first thing we're going to show is your dashboard. So when you first get logged into Digital Cookie, you're going to see the screen. As you see at the top there, it shows that this person is logged in as a troop volunteer for their troop. And so that it shows you, which role you're working with at the time. The second part of the screen down below shows you there's a drop down arrow, so it shows you that you can choose between your troop, or if you're a parent, you can choose to switch roles that way. And so that's how you would do it. You can toggle between your roles directly from that location. And then your Digital Cookie dashboard has information that's going to help you support your Girl Scouts and their parents in their Digital Cookie sales. All appointed troop leaders and cookie volunteers for the troops should have access to this dashboard when they log into Digital Cookie. The dashboard has 5 sections. The top half has the troop virtual booth information. We'll talk about that a little bit later. There's pending virtual booth orders, there's the troop rewards deadline, and then there's troop online sales and marketing, plus the troop goal progress. So that's all part of the dashboard. Once you get logged in, you can monitor the Girl Scout sales in your troop. It's a great way to make sure that they're actively participating and reaching their customers. There's 4 reports that you can view that help you manage your girls' Digital Cookie activity. There's the all order data that shows you details on every order for every girl. There's the initial order, if applicable, which we are not doing that part by girl. We're still having you order by troop. Cookie badges will let you know if the girls are completing any of the cookie business badges and or the family entrepreneur pins. You can encourage them to complete these with their families to increase their cookie program learnings. And then there's reward selection, which will be helpful if if it's enabled, then the girls can go in and select their rewards through Digital Cookie. And so then you can just print a report and use that to enter your rewards order in Smart Cookies instead of having to ask the girls individually what they want for their rewards. So then the next thing we're going to talk about is the Troop Virtual Booth link.
Hey, Vicki.
Yes.
Maybe it's just me, but mine isn't showing a slideshow. It's just showing one particular slide.
Okay.
Is that just me or anybody else?
Is anybody else having that issue?
Vicki, I can see your whole like I can see if you hit. Did you start with from beginning? Mode. Yeah, like we can see the side slides and the main slide. So if you just hit.
On my screen, it's showing just the slide.
Okay. I mean, I could see the slide, but I could also see the side slides, which isn't a huge deal. Right. And just so everyone knows, we will get to your registration concerns. We'll need more information. So we know that some of you haven't got your Digital Cookie email. It's been a known issue. So we're working like crazy to get those caught up. So we apologize with this being a new platform. We kind of expected some issues, but we're working quickly to get everybody in. And so I don't want you to think we're ignoring you. Sorry, go ahead, Vicki.
Did that change
it? Looks better.
Does that change it? Okay. All right. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I see something about setting up your Troop virtual booth site.
Okay. And it's just that slide?
Correct. But I didn't see anything. It didn't show any of the slides before that. So I don't know if you were maybe going to share the slides.
Okay. Well, I can go back to it real quick here.
Now it's moving. Thank you. Sorry. No, I tried to post it in chat and it wouldn't let me post it in chat. So I apologize.
No problem. Thank you for letting me know. So just to recap, this is what your page, your dashboard will look like when you first log into Digital Cookie, and then you have that drop down menu there where you can toggle back and forth between your troop, if you're a parent, service unit, you know, whatever roles that you have in Digital Cookie. And then, as I said, there's several different uh, pages or roles on the dashboard where you can look at your virtual booths. You can see your troop sales data. You can see if your troop link or any of the Girl Scouts in your troop have orders to approve, and those things. Those are all in Digital Cookie. And then you can pull reports from your troop dashboard. As I mentioned, there's the all order data, the cookie badges, if your girls are working on cookie badges, and then the reward selection. If they put the rewards choices in there, you can pull that report and then use that to place your order in Smart Cookies instead of having to track the girls down and get their choices from them. Now we'll talk about the virtual troop or the troop virtual cookie booth site. So your troop virtual booth links will help your troop make sales online instead of or in addition to your regular in-person cookie booths. When you set up your troop virtual booth site, there may be 2 links you can use depending on our settings. These links will help let your troop reach new customers in your local community and beyond. So and I'm not going to get into a lot of details about this because of the fact that we'll be talking about boosts next week, so we can kind of touch on this a little more. But the first time a leader cookie manager logs in, they'll see a place where they can begin that process for a virtual booth link. You'll be asked to enter a zip code for your troop. And then you can select a name from the drop down of one of the volunteers from the troop to serve as the role as the troop site lead. And that person will be responsible for working with the girls in the troop to set up their site and approving orders and stuff. So there's a couple of different ways that you can do a virtual booth. It's either, you know, where you put the link out there and people order cookies and your girls deliver them to them, or you can also do it as part of one of your regular cookie booths and say, hey, you know, if customers want to order and come to our booth on this date, they can pick their order up at this time. So there's a couple different ways that you can do a virtual booth. And then this kind of shows the site setup and, you know, who select the role that you want to view. And then that. Okay. So then the other thing that you would do is, sorry. The site's going to lead you to complete the registration process as if the troop were a new Girl Scout and possibly watching the safety video. You're going to accept the terms and conditions of the Girl Scout pledge. Again, this is kind of going back to that actual registration. When you're doing these things, you need to make sure that you leave the troop number the way it has been entered into Digital Cookie. Don't change it by adding words. Don't change it to, you know, saying like Hastings Girl Scouts or something, anything like that. Please leave the name the way it has been entered into Digital Cookie, because if you change it, then it has trouble syncing up with the Smart Cookie site and other sites. So you always want to make sure that you leave that troop name the way it's already been entered. That way your troop URL is going to be correct as well. After that, the troop site lead will use the site setup to work with Girl Scouts in the troop to create their message and photo video. It functions the same way as a Girl Scouts site setup. So again, we're talking about the virtual booth. Once the site is published and the council sales live, the troop will have 2 links to use if they wish to for the cookie season. And then this kind of shows the two different types of links that you could have. You'll have the virtual booth link that I said, you know, you can use along with your regular cookie booths or as a separate. And then the troop ship only link. So this is the link that is comparable to the direct ship link that we had in Smart Cookies previously. We now call it a shipped only link. And this link will allow your customers to purchase shipped and donated orders. This link will be sent to the National Girl Scout Cookie Finder beginning National Girl Scout Cookie Weekend, which I believe is the weekend of February 16th. Is that correct, Misty?
Oh, I'm on mute. Sorry. Yes, you are correct.
All right.
The 16th through the 18th of February.
Okay. Thank you for that confirmation, Misty. Once your site is set up and published, there's nothing additional you'll need to do in order to have your troop ship only link appear to customers coming to the cookie finder to find a troop near them. And then all purchases on either the troop virtual booth link will all purchase on either troop virtual booth link will appear in your troop records in ABC Smart Cookies then. Okay, and then the next thing I'm going to show you is the troop tab. So you're going to use this tab to see many details for each girl in the troop. It shows you the troop goals. This pulls the troop goal set in the Baker software and measures the troop progress towards that goal. If a goal hasn't been set yet, it just shows the troop's total sales to date. The cookie site, if a Girl Scouts site is published, click on the link to be taken to their customer facing site. If it shows it's not published, then offer to help the family get started and so that they can use their site. The orders to approve column, that would be like the if the girls send their link out and customers order online, pay online, and ask that the girls deliver it, you would see if there was orders there that need to be approved by the parent. And under the see details, by clicking on the see details, it will bring details on the girl, her orders, her email marketing to customers, if her parent has turned off delivery or any varieties. You may also see delivery change to note if any family has turned off delivery or cookies. And then down towards the bottom there, if your troop link has been published, you will see what the goal is for the troop. You can click on the link to go to the troop site and you can see any sales that have come in for the troop link as well. And those sales from that troop link will also carry over to ABC Smart Cookies as well. Okay. This tab you can use to see order details for the troop link and that we just mentioned. You can either approve or decline orders for Girl Scout delivery orders as well as any pickup orders. When you approve a pickup order, it moves down to the orders to pick up section. From there, you can pull a list or find additional details on each order to prepare them for pickup. Once they are picked up, you can mark them as such in this section as well. Once the order is complete, it moves down to the bottom completed section where you will find shipped and donation only orders placed for your troop. The grayed out orders are either canceled or declined orders. There's also a Cheers tab. And this is a place where you can go in and send messages to your girls. You can send them a cheer from the bottom of the dashboard. In the Cheers module, the volunteers can see the Girl Scouts in their troop and the percentage of sales towards them reaching their goal. You can select the pick a cheer to send drop down. There's different ones that are loaded into the system that you can choose from. And then as you select the message and image, you'll see a preview of the cheer, and then you can click on send this cheer. The Girl Scout will be able to see the cheer on her dashboards. However, they are unable to send a cheer back to you as a volunteer or the troop. Then we have the virtual booth tab. Again, this is a place where you can add the option for customers to place an online order and pick it up at your troop's upcoming cookie booth. To activate the option with your troop customers, there's just a few steps to set that up. You're going to start by selecting an existing cookie booth from your list by clicking on Add Pickup option. Once you have selected a booth to add a pickup option to customers, you will need to enter a few details about when the customer will see that pickup location as an option. Excuse me. You might want to consider ending that option 12 to 24 hours before your actual booth sale so that you have time to review and approve those orders and get them packed and ready to go. If you have concerns about inventory for pickup orders, consider ending the option even earlier so you can secure the next necessary product for the orders. If you need to edit or delete your pickup locations, you can view your list of pickup locations and edit or delete them. One important note, if you cancel a booth in the Baker system or in ABC Smart Cookies, excuse me, pardon me. Sorry about that. If you cancel a booth in the ABC Smart Cookies, you must delete the booth from here as well so that your customers can't select that as a pickup option. Check your orders tab for any orders that were scheduled to be picked up and make alternate arrangements or cancel them. Okay, and then just real quickly, in order to receive the digital cookie registration, a Girl Scout must be registered for the current membership year, and the Girl Scout Council will need to have the correct email address on file for her primary caregiver. So you want to, if girls are coming or parents are coming to you and say they haven't got that, once we get uploads done, and we are currently working on trying to get that upload completed, make sure that they check their junk or spam inboxes and make sure that there isn't an email from email@email.girlscouts.org. The subject will say it's time to register for your Girl Scout for it's time to register your Girl Scout for digital cookie. So if you don't see that email, then they can actually go to digitalcookies.girlscouts.org and click the need help to log in link. And then they'll start by clicking on the request a registration email. So this is kind of what it looks like. If their email is not on file, they'll get a error message, and I think some of you have already gotten that error message when you've tried to log in. So you can either click need help to log in or forgot password, either one. And then you can request, if you click on the help with login, you can request a registration email to be sent. And then you can select your council from the drop down menu once you've checked that box. If the email is not on file, you'll get that error message like you said. And then you can click reset email, or you can set forget password, and then you can start their check the registration, check to see if registration has started for your troop as well. Sorry about that. And then sorry. Make sure I'm sorry, double checking my notes here to make sure I can tell you everything. If you need to update information, you'll need to enter the Girl Scouts date of birth as a security measure when you update your name and or email address. If the Girl Scout imported, if the Girl Scout is imported but her caregiver's information is not on file, you can add the caregiver information. You will get a success message once you submit your changes. If more than one girl is associated with your email, you'll receive the message that all accounts have been updated. And then we as a council will review the updates and approve or reject the updates. And you'll receive an email notification once the step has been completed. And if the parent or girl info is in digital cookie, the information appears and can be updated as necessary, as I just said. Sorry, I got ahead of myself a little bit. So you'll click on the update details and then update as I just mentioned. And then once it's updated, click submit, and then from there we will verify everything. So that is the information a little bit on digital cookie. Excuse me a second. I'm gonna stop sharing. Give me just a second. I need to get a drink. Be right back.
Yeah, I can start on some of the questions and keep it going for you, Vicki.
Thanks, Misty.
Sure. Take a breather. Poor lady. Poor Vicki. All right, let's get back to where the questions. Does Shannon Peterson, does only the cookie manager get the email, or should the troop co-leader? So anybody's name that was on that original intent form will get the email from Smart Cookies and Digital Cookies. I registered in ABC Cookies today, but did not receive the email about Digital Cookies. So what we've had to do is compile a list of people that still aren't getting that second email for Digital Cookies. So I know it's I know it's stressful, but we're going to get everybody in there. We promise you. You're going to be able to put in your initial order, and we're going to get all these girls. So we have a little time. So I just want to reassure you that we are working on the back end with our both our GSUSA and our Baker rep to get everybody access. So right now, just know that everybody will be getting the email. So I'm just going to kind of skip through some of those that when people said they didn't have their login. Andrea O'Quinn, on yours, I'm not sure if yours is a question. You had put a screenshot of what you saw in Digital Cookie. Was there a question, or you were just helping others out maybe?
That was just when someone had said that their screens were frozen. I was just showing you what I was seeing. But we got that resolved.
Perfect. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Yep. Okay. Earlier slides. We can share these slides. We are recording this session, as Vicki mentioned earlier. So our goal and our plan is to upload these to our YouTube channel. But if you want the actual slides, I'm sure Vicki would be able to email those to the participants as well. Our orders through the troop.
Missy, I was going to add too, once they get into Digital Cookie, there's a lot of resources in Digital Cookie that has videos and resources. A lot of what I just presented came from Digital Cookie, so they will also find that information as well there.
Okay, the next question, Loretta, are orders through the troop site direct ship only then? So direct online orders are going through Digital Cookie. I guess I'm not sure what your question is. Are orders through the troop site direct ship only then?
Well, I might have missed part of it too. So if you create a troop site link, right? So that can be shared with everyone, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so then when orders are placed through that, how are they delivered, processed? Do they come back to me and I take from troop supply, or are they shipped directly to the customer?
There is actually two options. So there is that ship only link, the troop ship only link. And
okay,
it's just like what Smart Cookies did for direct shipped. So customers will click on your link, they will order their cookies, pay for their cookies, have them shipped directly to them. Your troop gets credit for them. At some point, you will distribute those sales to your girls. The second option is that what we talked about was the virtual booth link, or I mean, you can do a girl delivery troop link where customers can order their cookies, pay for them online, and then your girls deliver them, or they come to pick them up at your booth. And again, those sales will be credited to your troop, and at some point you'll distribute those sales to your girls. So
it'll be a separate place where they are designated from there, and then I distribute them as evenly as I can through everybody.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, it's just like It's just like if you were doing a booth, or if you recall last year, Smart Cookies had that direct ship troop link where you had to go in and distribute any sales that came online. Because those links are shared with the cookie finder, once the Girl Scout weekend hits, if somebody would put in a zip code that's close to your troop, it randomly picks a troop in that area, and so that customer can click on that link. They can purchase cookies and your troop gets credit for it. The cookies are shipped directly to that customer.
Okay.
But at some point you want to give your girls credit for it because, you know,
Sure.
the cookies are credited to your troop, but you want to disperse those to your girls at some point.
Okay.
Does that help?
It does. Yes. Thank you.
Okay, then Vicki, the next question I was on is, when do you think would be the latest time frame parents would be getting this email to register on Digital Cookie?
I mean, we're doing girl uploads throughout the entire sale. So as girls are getting registered, we're uploading, as quickly as we possibly can. There's a little bit of a process to it where we have to get the information from our data person, and then we have to send it to ABC Smart Cookies to upload. The first upload I am working on yet tonight, and hopefully we'll have that done tomorrow morning. And then we'll have another upload later this week. So it's an ongoing process, but once we get uploads into the Baker software, then it's usually within 24 hours. 12 to 24 hours that your parents should start seeing those emails. So, and again, if they're not seeing it, then either we don't have correct information, or maybe we don't have the correct email or something like that. So, but be patient with us as we work through this. This is all news to us as well. So, we're trying to do our best to get everything through as quickly as we can, but they should have it before we start the online sales on the 26th.
Thanks, Vicki. Allison asks, would it be possible to get a copy of the recording? The link I was emailed, she didn't get on until halfway through. Yeah, we had some issues there, Allison. So this will be uploaded to our YouTube channel, and I'm not exactly sure how they share that yet. Vicki or Tracy, do you know how they share that link? Once they get it on YouTube?
If it's anything that's similar to what we do for the training, Michelle will send me the URL, and then we should be able to share that URL out with our volunteers.
Okay. The next question, when will the girls' tabs and booth links be loaded and ready to go? We already pretty much, I guess, tabs and booth links.
Yeah, I think we kind of answered that previously. It's an ongoing process.
Yeah, this is asking about the same issue, having trouble get logged in. They want the recording. Okay, this question, why are we using two systems this year? What are the benefits we gain by using Digital Cookie? These are good questions. Is this a transition year? Eventually, will we be in just one system?
That was a GSUSA decision. The other bakery has been using the Digital Cookie system for several years, and they are transitioning all of the our bakery, anybody that uses our bakery, they transitioning all those councils into Digital Cookies so that it's consistent across the whole country. And so that is the reason for us, for the girls going to Digital Cookie. We will continue to use the Baker software for now, basically for ordering. So anything that you need to do order wise, initial order, planned orders, transfer orders, your cookie booths. I saw a question pop up about cookie booths. So your reservations for your cookie booths, that will all be done through Smart Cookies as well. So we're learning along with you, and but this was a decision that GSUSA wanted to make it more consistent across the entire country.
And one benefit that we've seen already from going to digital cookies is parents can enter their girls as rewards, kind of like we've did for fall product. So I would see that as a really good benefit for troop cookie managers to take some of the weight off of them. So that'll be cool. Is it a transition year? Not really a transition year. It's just like Vicki mentioned, we want to all be on the same system. So if you just think about digital cookie is all your online business for your girls and parents. Smart Cookies is the database for volunteers to work through. So we kind of try to explain it that way. What is the YouTube title when we search for this? That's something, that's why I asked that question. We're not, it'll be something that we probably send the link through Smart Cookies so that everybody will get that email for the YouTube for this training or this town hall and future town halls. When will it be? We're hoping tomorrow when our marketing person can assist us. We did a test today and what we did worked. So it should be there tomorrow. So then we will, like I mentioned, send that link through an email in Smart Cookies. Next question from Jadian. So do we still use Smart Cookies for booth reservations, booth calculations, all that? Yes.
Yes, that's correct.
Vicki
will-
sounds like Tracy.
Thanks.
What is the name of our YouTube channel?
It's, yeah, I'm not really sure. I just know it's YouTube. So
Does anyone from troop support that's on the call? They might know. They've used this a little more than our team has so far.
It appears to be Girl Scout Spirit of Nebraska.
Thank you. Oh, look, someone sent a link. Sorry, I'm behind, obviously.
thank you.
If the emails were correct for nuts, will you be using the same one for cookies? No, we needed Julie Ellis. Are you, well, you would have sent in what email are you asking about there?
I would say clarify that a little bit.
I'll just unmute myself. For the
Yes.
parents, like all my emails got up to date.
Oh, for the
nuts.
parents.
Oh, yes.
They all got everything they needed from me on the nut system. So I just want to make sure they got updated in your system.
Yeah, so basically what we're uploading is whatever is in the membership system. So if you've updated everything in the membership system, it shows correct on your My Troop list, you know, your My GS list, however you log in to check your registrations. If that information is correct, then it will be a correct in our upload that we do.
Yay, so I won't have any kickback.
Hopefully not.
That's the goal.
That's an absolute goal.
Heidi, I hope I'm not going too far back. Going back to my previous question on when should parents get digital cookie email? If it's not there by say Friday, should I recommend them to click on needing help link? Never mind. Okay. When I tried to click a help link, it doesn't work.
Yeah, I just to quick chime in on that. I just went to the app just to see if I could do it because obviously I don't have the email like everyone else. And when I click the help, it doesn't give me the option to like register the way that the slide showed, like as a backdoor way.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I'm just going to just disregard that and wait till you guys send out an email.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just reading out loud. So which system do we use to process credit card at cookie booths? Good question.
That is an absolutely great question. And that was something that I was going to bring up and just hadn't gotten to yet because I had a little coughing spell. But you will use the Digital Cookie mobile app to take credit cards at your booths. I do believe in the handbook it says to use Smart Cookies, but that is incorrect because when we created the handbook, that was the information that we had at the time, but we have found out since then that you will be using the Digital Cookie mobile app. And so troops and girls can download the mobile app on their phones, their iPads, whatever. and they can log into their account. And like if you're a troop leader or a volunteer that's working at a booth, you can log into your troop digital cookie site and you can pull up your cookie booth, and you can use the credit card feature there. You can either scan the card or type the information in and type the number in and take your credit card payments that way. The girls can do the same thing with their digital app. They can log into their account, put the order in, either swipe the customer's card or scan the customer's card or type in the information and take the credit cards that way. So you can, you will use the same email and password that you use to access the digital cookie. The app will not work if the Girl Scout or Troops digital cookie website is not set up. So you want to make sure that if you're going to take credit cards, that you get your troop site set up when you can. And the girls need to make sure that they get their site set up and published so that they can take credit cards as well. Once the user's logged into the app, they're going to see different accounts available. They'll select which account they want to use, whether it's the Girl Scout view or the troop view. And then if it's the troop view, then you just find the cookie booth that you're at so that you can take those credit cards. So that is a great question. Thank you for asking that. And Missy, just to clarify, I think you asked, there is a tip sheet about the digital cookie mobile app that we'll be adding to our website. And as more of these digital cookie tip sheets come available, we'll be adding those to the website as well. So it's easier for you to find that information.
Yes, I was actually trying to copy and paste it, but it's not working well. Apparently nothing on our IT stuff is working today.
It's a snowstorm.
I know. Okay, I'm trying to make sure. Let's see. Shannon Peterson, the digital cookie help screen is working on desktop. So if I'm hearing correctly, oh, that's a different person question. Was there more? I think she just sent the link for the login help. Okay, so if I'm hearing correctly, there is some syncing of data between smart cookies and digital cookies. Then yes, that is correct, Andrea. I did receive a message that cookies were $6 a package this year. I was able to confirm it is $5, quite different from the $5 still, quite different from the 55 cents package when I was a Girl Scout. Ain't that the truth? Yeah, so it is okay too for your girls to tell their customers, you know, packages are staying at $5 this year. A lot of councils all around us have already went up to $6. I believe Kansas is the only one that hasn't, that borders us. So it's okay to tell your customers, you know, it is going up next year. So it's a good add-on sale to try to get some extra packages for this year. Okay, from Chandra, digital cookie orders reflect in smart cookies, but will smart cookie sales such as booth sales reflect in digital cookie for the girl goals? That's a good question. I'll let Vicki take that one.
Yeah, in answer to that question, yes, they will. So the two systems talk back and forth to each other. As far as cookie booth sales go, once you either distribute those sales to the girls or once you create a troop to girl transfer in smart cookies to give them credit for the packages that they have picked up from you, those sales will eventually show up in their digital cookie site. It might take, you know, a couple hours or maybe, you know, half a day for that to sync up. But yes, the two systems do talk to each other. But in order for them to give the correct credit, you have to make sure on your end that you are distributing either those booth sales or doing those transfers to the girls so that it does show up on their digital cookie site. Great question, Chandra.
Jennifer, in digital cookie mobile app, can girls take credit cards? Yes.
Yes. Yes.
And as Vicki mentioned, that there is a mobile app tip sheet that is going to be on our website very soon. It was entered today, so whenever, probably tomorrow, That's the last of the questions in the chat. Was there any other questions that we have missed? Or maybe you need further clarification?
Quick
What's that?
question, and I think it's been half answered. Um, so I am the troop leader and the cookie manager, so I have a troop email, which is where most everything goes. But I want my daughter's information to go to my personal email. So is there a way when I go into like my volunteer toolkit that I need to make sure that for her it has my personal email then, so that her digital cookie goes to my personal email to keep the email separated?
Julie, how?
Going to the same place.
Yeah, Julie, I would say, how do you have your daughter's account set up as a caregiver for her in the membership database? Are you using your personal email or your troop email when you registered her?
Me?
Yeah, Julie. Is that who was asking the question, or was that somebody else? Sorry.
No, sorry. My name's Ashley.
Oh, it's Ashley.
I originally registered her with my Dasher email, my personal email, and
Okay.
then once I got accepted to being a troop leader, I went on to like the volunteer toolkit and changed the troop email and everything over to the troop email.
Okay.
So I actually do get like Girl Scout emails at both, but I just
Okay.
wanted to make sure, because like somebody else had mentioned, when we did the fall product, you selected the contact email for the parent. So
Okay.
that's why I wanted to make sure, should I go into like the volunteer toolkit and make sure under her it's got my personal email under contact information?
Yeah.
Or
Ashley, yeah, I was gonna say, do you want to do me a favor and just send me an email with your daughter's name, and I can double check and make sure that we have your personal email listed for her?
Yeah, I can do that. Is
That'd be
this
perfect. Yes.
great? Awesome. I will do that.
Yeah, this is Vicky.
Or Vicky, sorry.
Yeah, that's okay.
Trying to drive off.
That's okay. Now it looks like Julie has her hand up. Julie, go ahead and unmute.
Yeah, sorry, I
Sorry
didn't mean
about
to
that.
confuse you. Okay, so I got my email that Misty just sent to me, and it tells me to create a password, and I've created a password 18,000 times, and it keeps telling me that it doesn't meet up the specifications. Is that
Oh.
a common problem with digital cookies?
That
I've
is
closed
one
and
problem.
opened it.
Yeah, that is one problem that I found with one of my volunteers. And what we discovered is that she was trying to use the @ sign, like, like if you were using your email, like Julie Ellis @ when she removed that @ sign and used a different symbol, it worked. So there might be certain characters that it's not liking. It's probably kind of a hit and miss type thing.
Okay.
So,
Thank you.
But that was the one thing that my volunteer found, is that once she chose a different character to use, then it worked. So.
Okay, I'll give that a whirl.
Okay.
I'm like,
Okay, then Heidi says it didn't recognize my email. So yeah, you're probably on the list of people that we're still working on the back end to get in there. So I would say, I really want to tell you that we can have all these resolved by Friday, but like Vicky said, we're doing the best we can to get everything entered and everything synced up, but we're having to rely on a lot of external factors that are not within our control, is what I'll say. So yeah, and I had the same issue today, couldn't reset the password. So yeah, if it's not working, you try reset password, then it's something on our end that we're working towards. So we're going to get you in there. We promise you. Just please be patient, and we'll get through it.
Yeah. And just please understand that in order for you to do your initial order, which is due on Friday, you don't need to have access to digital cookie. You're still going to do your order through Smart Cookies. And so please make sure that you can at least get into Smart Cookies and do that part of it.
Yeah, and with that, let me piggyback. You also don't need your girls in there. A lot of times people get worried that they don't see any girls, but that's okay for your initial order. You don't need to see girls, but it'd be nice if they were done by then.
Okay.
So what I would tell you, you should be able to get so we're talking about digital cookie, mostly emails. If you are not in Smart Cookies yet, please email your product program manager. I would right now email
Right away.
them tonight. Yeah. So if you're not in Smart Cookies yet, we need to know that as soon as possible. And Smart Cookies, gotcha. So she caught on to that. Okay.
Are Smart Cookies the same as last year? I can log in
Yes.
the same passwords, all
Well,
that?
no, actually, Julie, you're going to have to go ahead and set up your password again because we switched. Because we are using digital cookie now and had to sync everything, we had to delete all of our PSCs, our troop managers and everybody. So everybody that was previously in there is going to have to go in and create a password again.
Okay, but
Sorry
I can
about
use
that.
the same. Is there?
Yeah, you can. Oh yeah.
Did an email come out saying, "Oh, go on to ABC Smart Cookies"? Because I'm not an email. I'm horrible at emails.
Yeah, you wouldn't. I
yeah.
can, Julie, I'll check real quick and see if I'll just resend you the link, Julie.
Okay, thank you. And I got on the digital cookie. So
Okay,
there you
great.
go. Okay. Phew. Thank you, ladies.
You're welcome. Misty, since the questions are starting to slow down, I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording.
Yeah, that sounds good.